Good morning, YouTube. It's Eric the Welder. I was going to go over quick my hopper extension I built for my Harman Advanced pellet stove. I called up Harman and asked if they had a hopper extension factory, and they said this particular model wasn't able to have a hopper extension, so it kind of got me thinking if there's something I could build, because basically they are just sheet metal, but for whatever reason they didn't offer them, so I kind of was running out of time late in the fall, and it was starting to get colder, and I had to throw something together, and took me a couple of weekends because it was pretty much all handcrafted, you could say. I don't have a sheet metal break or a bend, so everything had to be cut with a Metabo, grinding cutting wheel, and kind of just pieced together. But it came out pretty good, and it definitely does its job. Originally, the pellet stove had a 60-pound capacity, which is three bags of pellets, and that would go, depending on the setting and the temperature outside, you could go a day, probably around 24 to 30 hours anyway on a bag of pellets. And currently I'm going to school out of town, so I'm gone 5 days a week. So I really wanted to have something I could run at least for a couple more days anyway. So I built this hopper, and now I'm able to put, I'd say four and 2/3 bags, maybe. I think I'd have to check, but I know it was right around 170 pounds I can put in. So I went from 60 to 170, and on a Monday I can fill up the two hoppers, the stove and the extension, and when I get back on Friday, it's still running. So it did its job. But what I did is I didn't seal or attach the new hopper onto the old one. Basically, this is the area where the original door would have gone. This is the original door to the existing pellet stove, and my plan was to have this attached to the new extension, but for whatever reason I couldn't get the hinge attachment to the pellet stove out, and I was gonna kind of just transfer it up top, but for whatever reason I couldn't get it out, and I was kind of running out of time because the weather was getting colder and colder. So I just I went with just another piece of 12 gauge sheet metal here, and I ended up buying the actual gasket material that Harman sells, and just kind of placed it on top of here and just welded on a couple hinges. This is a window latch, as you can see, and it does have a nice seal. You can feel it when it closes, and for those of you who do run pellet stoves, there's it's like a magnetic or it could be electronic or a magnetic sensor that when you open your lids, it kind of cuts down on the flame, and I think it's like a safety precaution, and if that lid or door stays open, I think the actual flame will go out. So it does, when you open it, the flame cuts down like it should, and when you close it, it fires kind of back up. So it definitely works, and the way that I think it's getting that good, this model, I think it's about being airtight, and because there's no wiring, there's no sensor when you open the door. I think it's just the actual seal. So I put this on here. I don't have it attached. It's not bolted in or screwed in. It's just when I fill this hopper, the weight of the pellets actually creates that seal. And I welded on this little turnbuckle assembly so that when the weight of the pellets kind of shifts the actual hopper, you can adjust this up and down so that you're getting your even seal around all four sides. So luckily everything worked out good, and I kind of monitored it for a couple days, and I don't see any reason why not to keep on using it. I know they said they don't have there's not a hopper extension you can just buy for it, so I don't know if there's a reason for that, or just never got around to designing one for it. But as far as I can tell, this works really good. And like I said, it's just 12 gauge sheet metal, and I cut all the pieces, and this is all heliarc welds around all the edges, and I don't know if you can see down inside or not, but I mean, you can see what's left in the original hopper. So it definitely, I'm definitely happy with it. Pretty much ruled out the possibility of having someone come up and keep my pellet stove filled up, so that makes it easier. But anyway, there's one of my many welding projects I've taken on. I've had several, but I just never thought of making a video for them, showing everybody. But anyway, there you go. Harman pellet stove hopper extension.